Hey guys, Zephyrnix here, coming at you with some, what is word? Oh, common sense. Now, we're going to talk about the whole Wii U thing, and this whole situation regarding, quote-unquote, the definitive version. For those who don't know where this came from, Dr. Trey made a comment saying, quote, the Wii U will have the definitive version of all your favorite games. Now, is that true? Well, I can definitely tell you right now, it's not true. But I can understand where he was coming from. He was thinking in the terms of common sense. If you're going to have this particular generation system, and then these games on this generation system, and then you got a next generation system coming on there, then you would expect the current generation to play as well and better on the next generation system. The problem is that what Dr. Trey didn't really think about was that technology rarely equals common sense when it comes down to, translations. It really does, especially when it comes to consoles. After all, consoles are different configurations. So one game that is configured for one console usually doesn't translate at a 100% rate or 150% rate in his case, the definitive version, if you will. On another console with a different configuration. Once again, common sense. Common technical sense, that is. So, here's the thing, though. What exactly does the definitive version mean? Because I got a lot of people out there, haters, if you will, bringing up the whole frame rate issues on Batman Arkham City. Now, for those who don't know, the frame rate issues dropped to about 24. Now, of course, a lot of people out there were showing off that one video of this guy who did a live stream. And, of course, the live guy doing the live stream was doing what? Complaining. After all, that's what gamers do. They do a lot of complaining. They do way more complaining and not enough gaming. Even when they're gaming, they're always complaining while gaming. I'm just saying. Some of the best people out there who actually do gaming is people who actually complain while they game. I'm just saying. But whatever. So, with that being said, though, these people will show that part, and then they'll show parts where like the counter is this, and they'll actually count the frame rates. But what they'll do is they'll make sure that they don't show you the fact that like doing those videos with the counter the frame rates, all the other systems, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, mind you, it was created. Batman Arkham City was created originally for the Xbox 360. Does drop in frame rates a lot in that game, where the Wii U version actually doesn't drop in frame rates, but rises in frame rates most of the time. It actually goes from 30 is usually the lowest it'll go, with the exception of that one part, and then usually it'll go as high as 35 and sometimes even 40. So it's like, I'm just saying, people just don't want to tell the truth sometimes. But we'll keep on going. So what is the definitive version? The definitive version is hardly the way it looks. After all, like I said before, if you have a book, and the book, you have two books, right? Book has both the same exact content in it, except for one of the books has a prettier font. That doesn't make it a definitive version. It's all about the features, the extra chapters, the extra content that these things have. Or, in certain cases, missing, in such as the Wii U's case, because there are certain games at the Wii U, that's on the Wii U, that is missing features, but at the same time, it actually does have more, certain other games have more features into it. Whether you think they're relevant or inconsequential is irrelevant in its own right, but the fact that it does have it rises in terms of rank, in terms of which version is the definitive version. So, just to kind of put it out there for you, just to give you an understanding, let me go ahead and put it in layman's terms about the definitive version. This is the definitive version of Batman Arkham City. This is the definitive version of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This is the definitive version of Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Transformed. This is the definitive version of Assassin's Creed 3. And this is the definitive version of Ninja Gaiden. Now, I know a lot of people out there notice Black Ops 2. And they're going to say, well, wait a minute, Zeph. You do realize that you have multiple control schemes that you can use on the Wii U. Yes, I do get that. But the fact that remains is that the features that it has on the actual game outweigh those other features. Yes, I do agree that, it's all about how many features a game has in order to go ahead and decide on, versus the other one in terms of which one is a higher rank in terms of the definitive version. But at the same time, you also have to kind of think about those features that they actually have. Which one is actually a lot more I don't want to say usable because that's maybe the wrong word, but you also got to decide on which version is more powerful. Control schemes are great, but the reality of it is that that online one that they have, where you can actually go ahead and use Call of Duty Black Ops 2 as a and use it for a commentary thing, that is great. I'm just saying that is an awesome, awesome, awesome thing. You know, these control schemes, we've been using these for years, guys. You know, while they are a great addition, and you know, exactly, I love the addition that they actually put upon the actual games. The reality of it is that you can't hold them up to versus new features versus old features. You know, it's an old feature. That one thing is a new feature. You can't really compare the two and expect them to add up together. I'm just saying, you know. Anyway, that's it for my video today. I'm not going to make it too long. You guys have a good night. Zeph out.